the rel lock, you don't necessarily have to grab your AD carry with it, because there are a few ones you can take. But the blind Lee Sin early here for Gideon, it would not be the first time he's played it. We saw him try to get an early tempo advantage and actually was successful against Hano Life, but wasn't able to carry that into the later game. And for some reason, KT just love their Samira Victor. I'd love to see the stats on that for KT Rolster this round and even in round 1, because they play this duo so often and have such a low success rate with it. On the early game, why even play for late?
Yes, especially against the team that has.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely could have gotten back.
Whoa, what's going on down here?
No flash now. Oh, Grog is pretty stable into this, and KT want to push the issue. Canyon's nearby.
Okay, trying to flash on in for that one. He should get the first blood. Canyon is looking to clean it up, but the spear is going to miss. But the stun does come in, and now the turret shot will make sure that Noah does go down. So they get the 1 kill, the first blood, onto Noah. But look at Showmaker comes in, collects the kill.
A far superior trade for Damwon Kia. And Khan here in a little bit of danger before we get too into the weeds on this point.
Yeah, you know, he was trying to get as aggressive as possible, but now he's probably just dead. He tries to slice and dice away, but coming on in, the flash will follow from Gideon after the ward hop.
Onto Khan. Khan just being a little bit too greedy, as they are just continuing to push the issue.
Yeah, they're just not letting up on a Ghost. That is another kill in the 2v2. Just going to start up this Rift Herald. Doesn't feel like he's under any threat here.
And you can see this is what I'm talking about. The bot lane rotates up. They have Prio. The timing of this is perfect for KT. I don't think Damwon Kia should even consider a contest here. Level 6 is hit for Noah. This is one of the strongest points for Samira that you're ever going to have.
Showmaker's really trying to press the issue here onto Noah and zone them away. Another spear is going to land on the Gideon, but again, that's just the kill on the Rift Herald, but they also do take down Noah, and it looks like Zeus is going to follow. Remember, he used his flash to take that one, and Damwon are just finding kill after kill here. KT, they get their objective, but it's not clean, and Damwon find all of the scrap.
Yeah, Damwon... Well, unfortunately, that's not what you want as KT. Now they're just going to heavy dive here because they need kills. And they have the Rift Herald here. They're not actually going to commit here.
They're going to stun it. Can they hit the back?
Oh,
yes, they will.
Gets
free farm.
Yeah.
Didn't happen in this case, as we're going to see the junglers hitting each other. We got a fight down on the bottom side. They're going to turn it onto Ghost, who does not have his Feather Storm. He gets incredibly low, but he will actually get away.
They know Canyon's here, so they can't push the issue any further and try to push the advantage further, but Doran in trouble.
Yeah, we do have Lucian nearby. That cast is going to be so useful. And Gideon immediately spotted. They're looking to turn it around once again, though. Doran will be able to walk away from that spear. But, man, if he got hit by that one, might have been in some trouble, especially with no flash available.
Once again.
Yeah, here we go again. The party never ends. Magnus Storm comes in, and there we go. The Infernal Trigger is immediately stopped. And that's just going to be the end of that. Flash comes in, and Ghost and Beryl are angry after the way that early game went.
I mean, Inferno Trigger.
Oh, he might actually die here with the Everfrost. Yeah, comes in, and over the top. There it is, the last auto. Easy peasy for Showmaker. You get low, and that's going to be the end of you. We do have Flash and Cleanse here for Noah. He's actually looking to turn it around as the Inferno Trigger comes in, and the damage is not going to be enough.
Doran teleports.
Doran coming in. That's definitely going to help out here. Doran desperately trying to clean up all the lanes of his team. Somehow Leona, okay, finally does go down.
Ooh, that was a good flash.
Pretty close, but then from downtown, Showmaker is going to hit that, but a little bit too far away, at least, and pretty hard to lock down, as now with the flash in his pocket, might be looking for this one, actually misses it. The Canyon just dies immediately. Now it looks like Khan and Showmaker have overstepped their boundaries here, as Khan is going to have to flash the wall with the TP coming in, and that means another Mountain Drake here to the side of KT.
I mean, this is actually really, really, really bad timing for Damwon Kia to mess this engage up and actually to overstep their bounds.
Here we go once again. Khan reading the situation, has a ward down there, but they're still going in. Another body slam will land, and they should have the damage underneath here with the kick. Goes into the wall. He misses the Q. That is the last thing he... Oh, man.
You can't do that. I mean, we were singing his praises, but you have to hit the Q or it just doesn't work.
Oh, boy, and now Ghost left all alone here. They were looking for a dive, but the bluff this time is called by the KT bottom lane, and now we're just all over the place. Noah does get that ultimate down, and does have an insane amount of survivability, but Zoe ends Nidalee, right? The poke comp part of Damon's composition is coming into full effect, but you see that Doran is kind of just brute forcing his way through all the vision, trying to frontline here for his team, trying to dodge all of these pokes that do come out.
They have so much burst if they actually have a really nice cask. I mean, you see the Inferno trigger go off and it's lights out.
Oh boy. Here we go. That's going to force the flash. That's the real one out of Showmaker. And that's the thing about Zoe. She's sometimes very predictable, and champions like Gragas, like Lee Sin, can have a lot of fun with that. You have this Mountain Drake spawning once again, as that's going to be the Solar Flare they used on Noah, and the flash does come in, but he's totally fine on the backside. Really great disengage from KT, and now Khan's kind of left all alone. You see that Showmaker's not even able to get any damage down. And now KT say, let's just try to take this Dragon here. I think they're in a pretty good spot. The Victor can kind of zone them away at this point in time. And the poke from Damwon is not great. They find the Rel. That's a really nice cast. They're trying to get into the pit now, but it's going to go the way of the Lee Sin. He gets the smite down, and Canyon dies. And KT actually have a really great chance now to take a bunch of the map here.
Oh, man, I think this could turn into a Baron play very, very easily. It's so difficult to get out. Look at the teleport.
The teleport is perfect, and I don't even know if Damwon saw it. They're going to force that flash out of Showmaker. At least he will live. But that is not enough. KT are dominating Damwon here in this big game fight.
They've taken a gold lead here again. They have a Mountain Soul, which is going to be pretty significant for Doran, who seems unkillable in this game with the items he's now got on lock. Randomans even finished before that last fight. And, you know, he's in such a position to where if KT were caught, like they were actually split up.
Right? The Mountain Soul is helping out so much. You can see that KT very confidently start this up. They know they have so much sustainability with this comp right now. Gideon getting into the pit. Look at Doran. He's literally the bouncer to the pit. Nobody can come in here except, well, I guess Beryl is going to try.
That's why you can't.
He's just going to die.
That's why you can't engage in. You can't do it. Doran's got a cast. You're going to get punished. The damage output is too intense if one person gets locked down like that. Look at Khan now trying to do something, anything.
Khan gets in, and Noah actually does have his GA popped here. They're desperately trying to get that poke damage onto him, but they can't quite do it as Ghost now is just going to die to Dove. Yes, he pulls it back right at the right time, but it doesn't matter because his Elder now is free, and KT might just push and win anyway.
I mean, the game is theirs. It's a choose your own adventure. Baron spawns in 2 seconds.
Just take the objectives.
Take the objectives because, look, the inhibitor turrets are all up. You don't have a wave pushing in right now. So they can take the Elder Drake first and then just rotate over to Baron. The death timers here is still extremely long. Impossible at this stage. Look at all the minions now. The Baron buff still active here. And Damwon Kia looking for one hard engage.
Oh boy, Doran's going for it. Went for the big play, did a lot of damage, but now Barrel's just going to get caught out. You can see he pretty much does nothing. And now they're trying to get on top of Ghost. He immediately is just going to die. And that's going to be this game. Going over to KT, they will take down Damwon in game number 1 of this series. Something I never thought that I would say in this game.
I mean, nobody thought. When we saw the schedule for KT Rolster,
we can take a look at some more of the numbers.
Yeah, taking a look at the mid-game, you know, Damwon Kia really swung back, and it looked like they were so stable. And their
Krugus damage.
Yeah, the Krugus damage is actually insane. He actually did more than Samira in this game, and more than the Victor. I mean, that's even more impressive.
Insanity.
But you could see that KT knew how to use this composition in the late game. And I didn't trust, and I think most people wouldn't have trusted this composition to work if they didn't have a huge snowball advantage, because around that, 9-10 minute mark, Damwon Kia started to strike back after that first Rift Herald fight went their way. Then they were able to take several skirmishes. We saw that failed 2v2. Remember when I said this will be the moment we remember where this composition stopped working, where the tempo advantage was over?
Welcome back everybody for the Saturday night's LCK Analyst Desk, and today we'll be joined by Jeongyeon Lee, Victory, and Kuro. And this is Season with the translation. KT Roaster is fighting tooth and nail in order to clinch the last playoff's berth. And KT Roaster actually was able to show their potential to take down Damwon Kia. In this game, KT Roaster did have a very strong edge in the bottom lane. And Lee Sin was picked as the first rotation pick for KT Rolster. So because KT Rolster didn't really have a strong top side, KT wanted to add some more power with that Lee Sin pick for the early game. Damwon Kia is definitely a team that has a very strong top side, but still Noah, even though the team was a little bit having a hard time, he was always showing his full potential, so he was popping off finally on this Samira pick. I think Damwon Kia didn't pay too much attention on their bottom duo pick, because once they saw Rao, usually people mark that champion with Alistar or Rakan. But Leona is not a champion that can actually push Rel away. She can only just stun Samira when she dives onto their bottom duo. Which means KT Rolster definitely had more destructive comp. I think Samira pick was really effective because most of the teams would actually lock in Tristana or Kai'Sa in that R3 pick. However, because of the Samira pick, it got really more difficult for Damwon Kia to deal with the combo of Rel and Samira. And after Alistar and Rakan got banned out, Damwon Kia had to pick Leona, which was not that effective up against those two champions. And naturally, it was a matchup where KT Rolster could pick up some kills in the laning phase. We were able to find out that KT Rolster definitely had the edge during the pick and ban, but at the same time, the execution was also there for them to lock down the victory. I think they were very proactive and also very confident. And Nidalee, at the same time, she full cleared all the camps, and this was her time to make a rotation to the Crux. So KT Rolster, I think they had this information, so they actually went in really fast in order to secure the kill before Nidalee joins the party. And in the end, two of the bottom duos got shut down. But still, this means that Xayah had to miss all the CS and also the XP. Damwon Kia at the same time, it was really odd to see that actually they didn't make Zoe or Nidalee to pick up all the CS. Actually, Leona was farming up all the CS under the turret. So that actually snowballed in the later Herald fight, because after that, Leona was able to hit level 6, whereas Rel was slightly behind level 6. So Damwon Kia also had some edge in that team fight as well. But still, we want to point out that KT Rolster went in really aggressively for that decisive kills. So it was impressive to see the amount of aggression and also confidence coming out from KT Rolster, and at the same time, the unexpected macro pulled off by Damwon Kia as well. Now let's take a look at the second highlight. I think KT Rolster, they were having a great time right here, but Damwon Kia was obsessed with that Samira. However, Khan went in, but he got immediately kicked back, and also the Leona fails to find Noah in the back line. Damwon Kia, at this point in the game, most of their significant abilities were down, but they still insisted to stay around this Drake. Listen, in teamfight, this champion is meant to kick some of them engaged champions, for example, like Kennen and Renekton. And that one kick can actually turn the whole game around. I think Damwon Kia was looking for that Renekton stun and then Leona ultimate into the stun target, but they were not able to find that value because of that kick from Gideon. So after winning that team fight really easily, KT Rolster was able to get the Dragon Soul and also rotate that into a Baron. Damwon Kia, they are a great team fighters, but they sometimes do make mistakes, especially in the Elder fight as well. Leona went in, but she was not able to find any meaningful target. So we did see some of the blunders coming out from Damwon Kia in this game. KT Rolster, they were a little bit in a rush in this game, but it was really impressive to see that they were able to stay focused till the end. KT Roaster is keeping their hope alive for the playoffs with this Game 1 victory. And the POG will be picked up by Noah on Samira. First POG of the split, because we actually expected him to have some because he's been performing super well these days. And super cool pose. We had multiple lane kills happening down on the bottom lane, and Kuro kind of said that that pose reminded him of the old Rocks Tigers pose entering the stadium. Even though other kind of mainstream AD carry champions were open, Noah wanted to take that pick. Even though Samira got nerfed for multiple times, I think she's slowly climbing up the ladder. Actually, in terms of the tier list, though, I think we have to keep our eyes on that pick as well. And Noah almost got a perfect score for that POG vote as well. Now we are heading into game number 2 between Damwon Kia and KT Roaster, and we are having upsets until the very last week of the regular split. So now let's check out whether KT Roaster can close out the series with a win, or whether Damwon Kia will come back stronger.